Alright, we're on the play. Round 2. Hand's fine. Keep. Get to evoke a Muldrifter on turn 2 or turn 3. Opponent's on 6. Thinking. My opponent's on a sketchy 6. Alright. Top or bottom? Well, instant top, so we should have a game here. Let's get rid of that upkeep stop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Oh, my opponent's on the bad green version. My opponent doesn't have any Tron pieces, so that's good. Go ahead and cycle or evoke a Muldrifter. Soon I'm gonna teachings for crop rotation. Yeah, if my opponent's on the green version, I'm in great shape. They're not. Damn. Go ahead and pass. I could run out of Oracle. I don't even get hit by Condescend, but I'd rather just teachings for crop rotation. No, never mind. I don't care if they counter teachings. I need to avoid them countering the crop rotation. First Tron piece? Yep. Alright. Cool. They have to keep a counter up for this. Suppose I'm gonna run out an Oracle. If my opponent wants to Condescend for 3, more power to him. I'll crop rotation. Getting out here. Okay. Ursa's Power Plant. It's a very powerful plant you got there, Ursa. Let's make sure they got the right. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I wouldn't do this in response, so I'm going to do it in response. My opponent plays Mental Misstep somehow. It would be very unfortunate if I let that Muldrifter draw them into it. Don't think they're playing Mental Misstep, but this is Magic Online, so you never really know. Guess I'll play Green Manus. I'll pass turn. Alright. I hit Tron. My opponent's probably going to hit Tron now. Starting from nothing. Okay. Nice. Alright. I think we're going to win this game now. Well, we are in a winning position now, because my opponent clearly doesn't have Tron. They're not stupid enough to counter this, right? Okay. I can get Pulse. Get back Muldrifter. Play Muldrifter. I can just get Capsize. Have a looming threat from my opponent to worry about. I think I will. I'm not gonna counter. I'm not gonna cast it into potential counter spells, but all right. I mean, if I'm gonna draw it, I might as well cast it, right? Do I care about the creature? Kind of do. Well, I actually don't want to cast this Muldrifter. My opponent might have Exclude. So instead, I'm just going to pass. End of turn, I can flashback teachings or capsize something if they do something. For the end of turn Forbidden Alchemy, I'm going to capsize their tower back. The interturn impulse. I don't think they have crop rotation, because they would have crop rotationed when I tapped out at the end of their turn. So I guess I'll capsize in response to an impulse as well. If they have Dispel, that'd be unfortunate, but alright, they did nothing. They played a land, so they have no card draw either. They have no card draw and no Tron. Wow. Alright, so I'm definitely not casting this Muldrifter into potential exclude. There's a high chance my opponent has counter... Oh, yeah, nice, nice. There was a high chance my opponent's hand was full of removal and counter spells. I should probably keep in some dignitaries. Or, I'll think about keeping in dignitaries. My opponent might bring in a Ulamog's Crusher or something. Oh, Dispel for sure. And Age of Grudge, probably. I'm gonna look up my opponent's recent finishes and see if they have a... See if they have a list for Tron. They don't. Alright, I haven't seen any reason to put in Hydroblast, except that they have Izzet, Guildgate, and Swiftwater Cliffs, so there's a very good chance my opponent is playing a Rolling Thunder. I can't imagine why you would need that much red mana if you're not either playing a Rolling Thunder or main deck Pyroblast or something like that. So, I'm going to put in one Hydroblast. At the very worst, it's going to counter my opponent's Pyroblast. But it also might be something I need teachings for to counter their Rolling Thunder. Fingraph's medium. I get to put in an extra card? Thanks, Grudge. I guess my opponent hasn't shown Signets. And if they're playing Izzet Guildgate, they may not even run Signets. That'd be a lot of colored mana. You can also put a Dignitary to try to ward off Ulamog's Crushers. Yeah, I'll just do a Grudge. On the draw, I probably want to take out that Fingraph and put in a Stonehorn, don't I? Yeah, that's kind of dumb. The hand's great. This hand's difficult to play. I have 2 counterspells, so I'm probably going to lead on Cove. But if I lead on Cove, when do I cast in this map? Turn 3, play it, and I guess have crack mana open? Yeah, okay, that's fine. And it would be fantastic on the play, because then I could prohibit or condescend their Prophetic Prism. Still fine, though. My opponent has Natural Tron plus Prism plus Muldrifter. I'm going to lose, but whatever. What, did they stride at the bottom? Yeah, okay. Ooh, okay. I'm playing some sort of Grixis pile. Go ahead and play a map. My opponent counters here, I'll counter back. Yeah, this opens me up to potential artifact destruction. But, whatever. Ooh, those cards are good. I want to draw both, but I can't, because I'm probably going to crack map next turn. I could just run out one of the creatures and not crack map, but that's super inefficient. Oh, there's Natural Tron. You have a Crusher? Yeah, the artifact destruction. Alright. Sure. Alright, I'll play an Oracle, get my wall, or tower if it's just under the wall. My opponent needs to F8. Or they did F8 and they have Capsize in hand. So we know about Prohibit and then 2 other cards. One of them might be a Capsize. Go ahead and get a wall. Ooh. I'm actually going to get an Oracle. Yeah, I've got Muldrifter, but Muldrifter's probably going to get countered. If I'd have to guess. opponent played a land, huh? I'm going to run out Oracle. If they kick a Prohibit, I'm going to let it happen and then cast a Prism. Yep. Cast a Prism. Prism gets Ancient Grudged, and I don't really care about that. I've got a million colored mana already. Yep. Alright. I get to start casting Mold Drifters. Hopefully my opponent's out of counter spells. Mold Drifter Train. Okay. If I draw an untapped land, I will play it before playing Mold Drifter, just so I can prohibit a potential future Pyroblast. What's this? Teachings? Wretched Griff? Alright. Yeah, sometimes you draw Tron. What am I prohibiting here? I guess I prohibit Exclude. I will prohibit a 1-mana counterspell. Pyroblast, I guess. Alright. That was very good. Alright. I'm in commanding position now. My opponent needs to draw like a Teachings or a Deep Analysis. And even then, they're going to be in trouble. Yeah, if they just keep drawing lands, they're going to just flat out and die. They've drawn, what, 6 spells, 7 lands that I know about. They have missed a land drop, so... Maybe they're sandbagging a land at some point, but that seems unlikely. I'll lead on Mold Drifter. Yeah, my opponent's in huge trouble. Just pass. I'll go for the double block. If my opponent kept in removal spells, then I am happy with that. I might prohibit if they do cast a removal spell too. This does turn on my opponent's Pulse of Marasas. I will probably counter those. Yeah. Yeah, my opponent has Pulse of Marasa. Map? Oh, Holiday Fingraph? So they crack. They play... Alright, they can recast it. So do I prohibit? I guess I do. Yeah. Go ahead and prohibit this. It's basically countering a Wretched Griff, except I don't drain 10 more of my opponent's mana. But on the other hand, they don't have anything to do with their mana, clearly. Otherwise, they would have done something by now. So, I'm going to get Flicker instead of Pulse. Glad I did. I'm just going to crack a Fingraph now and play a Mold Drifter. Or Seagate, I guess. My opponent is very well ground down. Oh, what am I doing? I've already played a land. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This way, if a Prism gets destroyed or countered, I get to still Pyroblast something. Ooh, Grotto's good. Grotto means next turn I can hold up double or triple Pyroblast. And at that point, my opponent's toast. Alright, cycle, see what they get. Alright. Oh god. That is not efficient. That Reaping could have done some huge damage to me if my opponent wasn't, like, screwed. Fortunately, my opponent is screwed and was screwed, so hopefully they'll stay screwed. I guess I'm not really close to Teachings for Capsize and trying to lock them out. I'm way behind on mana to do that, and they already have two doubled up Tron pieces. Got a lot of actual colored mana sources. Am I gonna need to triple Pyroblast? Probably not. I guess I'll just play tap land. Same situation as last time on double block. This time I have a Hydroblast to stop any lightning bolts from getting me. I also have a Flicker that they know about, so... Ooh, that's... I don't care about that at all, do I? I gotta use my teaching soon, but other than that, I mean, whatever. They probably should crack this ASAP. None of my graveyard matters. Yeah, if I draw Pulse, that gets me. I don't... You know, I'm fine by that. Alright, after a quick break, I'm going to finally take my turn. Oh, that was a good card. Hopefully my opponent starts countering things so I can counter back. Otherwise I'm in danger of discarding, which would be unfortunate. Let's see what we get off of this. Wall? Yeah, we'll do wall. I'm going to play my mine here. I'm going to wall back a Prohibit, and this should beg a response from my opponent. Yeah. I can trade my Flicker in for a Prohibit if I cared about that. I don't really. Alright, I don't have to discard. Woohoo! Into their turn, I get to Flicker, double Pyroblast, and Hydroblast, it looks like. So, we'll say go. Sure. I can Pyroblast that, but I don't care at all. That's something I care about. I'll go ahead and float 2 manas. And I'll Flicker. Oh. Alright. Thank you, opponent. Yeah, my opponent's pretty much toast. I was going to have enough mana to start double capsizing plus counter backup. And I was going to be able to Flicker right there and start looking for a second wall. And once I have 2 walls, I get to just counter everything my opponent plays. So, fair enough. I would concede there too. And we are 2-0.